All right, Shalawam. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, RAWCHAA QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, time of this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalawam, Lord will, this lesson is edifying. Now, this lesson is based off, these show clips. Okay, this show that I've been rewatching. Okay, which is Dragon Ball. All right, Dragon Ball Z, which basically I've been watching it, and you see spiritual things and your mind goes back to the scriptures, and basically that's where this lesson comes from. Okay, now this is going into Bardock. All right, if you know the show, Bardock is Goku's father. Okay, and Bardock basically received, all right, the powers to see the future, and basically what he saw was that he saw the destruction of planet Vegeta, which is the planet of his people, and basically he he received the power to see into the future. Okay, then he went to basically warned his people. He warned his fellow Saiyans, the people of his planet, but they basically mocked, and laughed at him, which I liken this unto, the prophets, man. Okay, because Bardock being able to see the future, and basically in that time, he became like unto, a prophet, a messenger, a foreseer. Okay, and as he went to warn his people, they laughed and mocked at him, man. Okay, which, like I said, I liken unto the prophet, because the prophets, they know what's going to take place in the future. The Lord has his men on the highways and byways, telling his people that America is going to be destroyed. Tell them that Jacob's trouble is coming. Tell them about the FEMA camps, the martial law troops, the detention centers. Telling them about the MOTB, the MICROCHIP, telling them that the missiles are coming. Telling them about the day of YAHAWAH. Okay, but what you have, all right, Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which mock and laugh at the prophets to this day. Okay, so that's basically, you watch these certain things and you're able, to link it back to the scriptures. Okay, so I'm gonna play these clips that I have. All right, this one first.
What in the heck is going on?
I have transmuted your destructive force into a more tolerable energy. Soon we'll all die.
Yeah? We'll see about that. Goodbye.
Wait. You have come here seeking psychic power. Well, I have given it to you, Bardock.
Reads minds.
You can too now. Bardock, you have the power now too.
Me? What are you talking about?
The one who seeks the power of Frieza will never have it. But I have given it to you as a gift, Bardock, so that you could see.
See what?
See the horror of your end, just like we had to.
Shut up!
Instant barbecue. You never know what you're gonna find under a rock these days. Pretty freaky creature, eh?
All right, so bam. Okay, so you can see our Bardock, he received the power from that alien, basically to see into the future. He received psychic powers, and he knew basically he was gonna find out the end of planet Vegeta. The end of you could say his people. Okay, which is gonna be by way of Frieza. Okay, if you watch Dragon Ball, you'll know Frieza destroying planet Vegeta. See, the whole time the Saiyans were under Frieza doing basically his work, his bidding, and basically Frieza turned on them. Okay, and Frieza was gonna destroy their planet, and Bardock, knowing this, okay, wants to basically he tried to warn his people. Okay, but what? They laughed and they mocked. Okay, they didn't believe him. They thought he was tripping. Okay, but what they in a. I'm gonna play the other clip. Okay, play the other clip.
Welcome back to YAHAWAH Siptopia, your handcrafted.
Bardock, what's wrong? It's about time. Listen, everybody. It's Frieza. He's coming for us.
Us? You mean you, right?
No, us. You, me, everyone here. It's true. He's scared of us. He wants us all dead. My whole crew is dead thanks to that freak.
Bardock gets his tail whipped and it's the end of the world, right?
Maybe you goons should stop pretending to be elites.
No kidding, Bardock. Welcome to the real world, buddy boy.
It hurts, don't it? So Frieza's scared of us, huh?
Let's tell him that we'll leave him alone if he bows down whenever he's in the presence of a Saiyan.
No, forget it. That little worm is going to have to kiss my stinky
Fools. You're dead.
Now before me, Frieza. And while you're down there, kiss my stinky feet.
Fools! You're all dead! He's on his way.
Come on, Bardock.
Fine. Believe what you want to believe, but I'm gonna try and stop him.
Man, what's up with Bardock?
Lost his crew, that's what.
He needs to get to recovery.
All right, so there, I can stop it there. So like when I record, I can't really hear, you know, the audio of the videos. I don't know why that happened, but it happens. But so yeah, he was warning his fellow Saiyans, but what, they ended up laughing at him, you know, making they thought he was tripping, something was wrong with him, you know, maybe he been banged up too hard, you know, he need to go to recovery. Okay, they thought he was tripping, you know, they laughed. Okay, so basically Bardock's his whole attitude changed. You know, you saw how he looked in shock. All right, he was shocked. Okay, and basically like I said, I can't hear, so I'm going off what I remember. I believe he called them fools, you know, and how he said basically you're all finna die, which is right, you know, and like I said, I liken this unto the prophets, because here it is, the Lord has his men telling them that what, all right, the destruction of America is coming, the missiles are coming. All right, these things are finna get ready to come to pass, but all Jake does is basically laugh. They don't take heed, and what, eventually they will die, man. They will perish. And the scripture that comes to mind is where the scriptures say, I believe in the book of Proverbs, the scriptures say the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. All right, which how do we hide ourselves? We hide ourselves by returning unto the Lord, by seeking YAHAWAH bahasham. You know, all right, by returning unto YAHAWAH bahasham. That's how we hide ourselves. Okay, not by storing up on canned goods, getting rifles, all right, and shotguns and ammo. You know, that's not how we hide. Underground bunker. That's not how we hide ourselves. Not, you know, we don't hide ourselves. When it says the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, all right, it's speaking, all right, of returning unto the Lord. You know, not trusting in these carnal things. All right, but the verse says the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple, okay, the simple, the fools, the foolish, all right, the prudent man foreseeth the evil, but the simple pass on and are punished. And that's basically was allotted, you know, for these sayings. You know, they were fools, they were simple. Okay, all right, and they end up perishing, being destroyed with Planet Vegeta. Now although, you know, it's not like Bardock, you know, he hid himself or whatever, you know, he probably left the planet. He didn't do that. All right, he ended up dying because he wanted to face Frieza, you know, he wanted to face Frieza, you know, head up. But Khan, all right, but Khan, now let me get these precepts that I have. Okay, Start here in the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 36, verse 15. It says, and the Lord YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI, God of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers, all right, his prophets. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. It says, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. It says, but they mocked. All right, and let's go into this word mock. All right, mock says ridicule. Okay, scorn, make fun of. All right, laugh at, make jokes about, laugh to scorn. All right, you get the point. It says, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI rose against his people till there was no remedy, man. All right, and this is taking place even now. You know, the Lord has his messengers, his prophets on the highways and byways, and Jake mocked. You know, they laughed at the messengers, you know, the prophets of the Lord, and eventually, all right, they're gonna be destroyed, man. All right, okay, eventually they're gonna be destroyed. Okay, now let's go to Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1, and it says, again, the word of the Lord YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI came unto me, saying, son of man, speak to the children of thy people, the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchmen, which the watchmen are who? The prophets, man. All right, the watchmen are the prophets. It says, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. And see, we know that Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white man, all right, we know according to the scripture that Esau is going to come down with great wrath. Esau is the one that's going to be bringing the FEMA camps, the martial law troops, the detention centers. You know, he's the one that's going to implement the MOTB, the CHIP. And we know that when you read Psalms chapter 17, that Esau is likened unto what? The sword of the Lord. So Esau is a sword. You see? And hey, the Lord has his men on the highways and byways telling Jake that Esau is going to come down with great wrath, that the sword is coming. You know, the missiles are likened unto a sword, you know, all right. But it says, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. And that's what the prophets are doing. And that's basically what Bardock was doing. You know, he was warning his people, okay, that basically the destruction was coming, man. Okay, that their planet was going to be destroyed, that Frieza had turned on them. But what? They laughed, they mocked, okay? All right, but what? Eventually, they was destroyed with the planet, okay? But come, man, all right? Just like now, how the Lord has his men telling Jake that America's going to be destroyed, but what? They laugh and they mock. Eventually, they're going to be destroyed right along with America, okay? But it says, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So that's the point. All right. All right. That's the point. You was warned. Okay. But you didn't take heed. Now I'm going to close it out with this scripture. Matthew chapter 11, verse 17. It says, and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented, man. Okay. All right. The trumpet is being blown, but Jake is not hearkening. Okay, Jake is not listening. Jake is not taking heed. All right, once again, the prudent man foreseeth the evil, but what? The simple pass on and are punished. Okay, so that's really, you know, that's really the point. And I could do more lessons, you know, because there's other things, you know, that come to mind, or I refer back to the scriptures, all right, while watching this show. But I just wanted to do a lesson on this one, you know, because it stuck out. All right, so that's the point. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to close it out again. Infinite praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, RAWCHAA QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, time of this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalawam, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying.